All right, and we'll get started with our warm-up. Marching in place to start. Do a little cardio, and then go on to our strengthening stuff. All right, 10 seconds. We're going to do that cross and reach. All right. So you can start off slow, twisting our torso, extending our shoulders. Legs are moving as well. All right, go ahead and march. We're doing skaters next. All right, so hopping back and forth, arms are moving, standing on one leg as you hop side to side, kind of like you're ice skating. All right, awesome job. Okay, first thing for strengthening on the legs. We're going to use our chair. We're going to use that as a guideline for our squats, okay? So you're going to sit in the chair and come back up. Don't use your hands to get you out of that chair. We'll start in 15 seconds. All right, you can grab your chair. If you don't have a chair close by, you can just do your normal squats, but we're going to sit, come back up. Sit, come back up. Try to challenge yourself and make that chair a little lower if you can. One more. Amazing. You can get that chair out of your way. And we march. All right, next one, we're going to incorporate a little shoulders into our squat. All right. So we're going to squat down nice and low, and then punch up towards the ceiling as we come up. $15 more seconds. One more. Awesome. All right, back to cardio, and we'll do a little bit more lower body strengthening. All right. Remember, first step is cross and reach. Pick up the pace a little bit. Really make sure that torso is twisting. Awesome. March it out 30 seconds. Then we're doing our skaters again. All right. Give yourself room. We're doing skaters. Amazing. All right. So next one we're going to do is going to be at our desk. We're going to do those rainbows with our legs, okay? So we'll be in the high plank position. Core is going to be engaged. We'll do one leg at a time, 30 seconds each leg with breaks in between. All right. Let's go ahead and get in position. We're engaged and we're arching our foot or our leg over our other leg, kind of making a rainbow. One more. Awesome job. 30-second marching break. All right, back to our desk. We are doing the other leg. Make sure you're using your glute for this one. Don't hit your chair either. Awesome job. Okay. We've got one more lower body strengthening workout to do. We're focused on our hamstrings, and then we're going to move on to the core. And those nice hamstring curls, 30 seconds each leg. All right, so grab onto something if you need to. We'll start with the right leg. Just curl and make sure you're using those hamstrings to help curl your leg. And back down. One more. Amazing. 30-second break. Okay. So 30 seconds, we'll do the other leg, left leg. All right, let's march. All right, we are back to cardio. Now we're moving on to core. Not too much to do for core today. All right, cross and reaches first. Here we go. A little bit quicker. All right, amazing. Make sure knees are still coming up high, arms are still moving with your marches. All right, skaters now. I can't ever figure this one out to start, but here we go. Okay. All right. Core time. This core exercise is going to incorporate a little bit of upper body as well. It's going to be a minute, okay? And we're going to be at our desk in that high plank position. We're going to do shoulder taps, all right? So nice strong back, nice strong shoulders, core engaged. 1 minute. All right, so let's go ahead and head to our desk and knock it out 1 minute. Don't rock your hips side to side. Try to keep them as steady as you can. Take a step out. More than halfway there. We'll step out, make it a little harder. We've got 10 more seconds. All right, really good job. Go ahead and march. Next thing for core, going to be another minute. This is our last core exercise, so not too much core today. We're just going to do that standing crunch. Okay. All right, so really make sure you're crunching down, using your muscles to help bring your legs up. We'll be here for a minute. Halfway there. Awesome job. All right, so let's march it out. Back to cardio, and then we're gonna finish up with a little bit of upper body. Right, cross and reach again. Fastest one of the day. Here we go. Okay. All right, skaters. Getting real quick with this one. Let's keep good technique though. Really good job. Okay. All right, upper body. We're gonna start with wall push-ups, or you can do them at your desk. Just 30 seconds. And then we'll go into arm pulses. And then we'll do that 90-90 abduction once I finish it up, okay? Nothing too crazy, nothing too bad. All right, but go ahead and head to your wall of your desk. Desk is gonna be a little bit harder. We're gonna do 30 seconds of wall push-ups, all right? Take one step back to make it a little harder. Ten more seconds. One more. Amazing. Go ahead and march. We've got arm pulses next. The 4 directions, okay? All right. Start with arms straight. We're pulsing forward. Don't go past like where your shoulders are. Just keep it nice and flat. No breaks in between. And go ahead and pulse back. Squeeze no shoulder blades as you do it. Awesome. Out to the side, palms facing down. Again, don't go past your shoulders. All right, and palms facing up, same thing. Don't go past your shoulders. All righty, great job. March it out. All right, we're doing those 90-90 abduction. Next. All right, so we'll start down here and come up and down. All right, go ahead and drop. Let's take a 30-second break. Last strengthening exercise. We'll do goalposts coming down, all right? Almost there. All right, start with arms goalposts, come down to center. Ten more seconds. Awesome job, everyone. Okay, we're gonna do one last round of cardio, but we're gonna sort of slow everything down, take it a little slower, do just a little bit of stretching at the end. Just make sure to take a nice deep breath as you're doing this last little bit of exercising, just preparing for the stretching. All right, cross and reach. Go ahead and get going. Awesome job. Push it out nice and slow. And we'll do our skaters. All right, here we go. All right, amazing job, everyone. Let's go ahead and get ready for stretching. So we are going to start, my favorites, we're going to do a wide leg stretch. Okay, so come wide leg position, and we're going to sink down nice and easy. And try to reach the ground in front of you if you can. If not, you can just use your ankles or something to support you. This micro bends in the knees. Try to sink a little bit further if you can. Don't push yourself. All right, and let's slowly go to one side. So this leg that we're at is straight. All right, we can slowly make our way to the other leg. Come back to middle. A little deeper if you can. Slowly come up one vertebrae at a time. Good job. I like that one. All right. For the rest of them, we can go ahead and have a seat in our chairs. Still focusing on the lower body here. We are going to go ahead. So kind of the edge of our chair, we're going to grab one knee, straighten out the other leg. We're just going to rotate out if you can. If that feels good by itself, perfect. We'll hold it. All right, you can slowly let that one go. Go ahead and straighten out that leg. We'll bring the other one up to our chest. If that feels good, hold there. You can open up your hips if you can. All right, and you can let that one go. We're going to come up to our shoulders. Just do a nice shoulder stretch. Always feels good after doing those pulses. All right, you can swing your arms wide open, then come to the other side. All right, you can slowly let that one go. And then the last one we're going to do is just we're going to rotate our wrists in and out, changing up directions. Alrighty, that will